Buy a Brick is an initiative that was given birth by Standard Bank Namibia, the entire employees of Standard Bank Namibia. This was when we turned 100 years old as a bank here in Namibia. And we were thinking and really bringing and wanting to bring our purpose to life of Namibia is our home and we drive for growth. So after brainstorming and really in good engagements and internal discussions, we decided, why don't we do something that is impactful for the community that we operate in as a bank? And with that came the initiative Buy a Brick. This is not just a brick, this is the beginning of hope. This is the promise of safety, security, and protection for the communities that live in shack in Namibia. So the objective of Buy a Brick is, we came up with 3 objectives, part of really establishing this whole initiative as a Standard Bank team. And the one of them was to really facilitate and raise funds, besides or beyond the amount that we give as a bank from our net profit that we give to any CSI initiative. So we give a portion from our CSI funds. And with that, we said we need to actually come up with lots of creative ideas on how to tell the Buy a Brick stories, and also just through that to raise funds so that we can build more and more homes. And secondly, we wanted to really set up a trust, independent and registered independently, so that we can invite other corporates to really be part of this initiative and drive. Because this is not just a Standard Bank initiative, we want to really welcome other corporates to be part of this initiative so that we can build houses faster than we anticipated to. Thirdly, was to really seek for alternative building materials. For those that has been following the Standard Bank Namibia social media platforms, of really been following the brand for years, we have established the Micro Hub. With that, it's a partnership with the MIT professors that we're really seeking to come up with alternative and cheaper building materials so that we can just build more homes and faster per year than what we are currently at. So Standard Bank's involvement and contribution to the Buy a Brick initiative, we've really committed to give a certain amount per year from our 1% that we give to our CSI initiative. So from that amount, we've dedicated and committed to take one fixed amount per year to be part of to be a contribution to the Shack Dwellers Federation, who actually facilitate the building of the homes for our community that lives in shacks. And with that, we've also committed to really come up with annual events, like we have the annual fundraising gala dinner to raise funds and contribute more to this amount. With that, we also have one of the famous events, which is the Glow in the Dark Run. So Glow in the Dark Run is an initiative that really came with so much purpose-driven ideas, like being the light in somebody's life. If you really run, you run with your heart and not with your legs, because every contribution or fees that you pay for this run goes 100% to the Buy a Brick initiative. With that, also our Standard Bank employees, very proud of them. They internally raise funds through different initiatives, from selling cupcakes to bride plates to selling socks and all that, to really raise funds, and buying socks and hoodies, which is merchandise products of the Buy a Brick, to really raise funds to the initiative so that we as proud Standard Bankers can really hand over a decent amount per year to build more homes every year as we go along. So why is Standard Bank involved? If you look at it, and I can allude to as I started this conversation with you, is we have a purpose, and our purpose says Namibia is our home and we drive for growth. And when you really look at the tagline around the Buy a Brick, it's about, this is not just a brick, this is the beginning of hope. This is hope to our communities, to really give them hope. And why we are involved is to really bring our purpose to life, but most importantly, play a big role, an impactful role in the community that we operate in. So this is well aligned with our purpose as a brand, and we as Standard Bankers, we believe in our purpose and we live our purpose by really executing on this initiative. So the impact of this initiative thus far, since the inception, we've built, when I say we, I mean Standard Bank and the rest of the corporates that I really want to extend my gratitude and thankful to for supporting this initiative and really seeing beyond the initiative or Standard Bank itself. So thank you to all the corporates and every individual also who's really contributed to this. It's not just the corporates, but every individual, I mean, to people who's participated in the Glow in the Dark run, who's really bought the mini shacks at the fundraising gala dinner, the people who's really donated to the shaker can day that we normally have as a Standard Bank team out there. So thank you, Namibia, for really supporting this initiative. We are together building homes for those living in shacks. And with that, we've built so far 750 houses across Namibia. This is all managed and facilitated by the Namibia Shack Dwellers Federation. So I really want to thank them as our key stakeholders and really being transparent in terms of how this process and project is managed. So keep up with the good work, Shack Dwellers Federation, and I really invite every corporate out there and every individual to support any initiatives that's out there with the name Buy a Brick, because this is for Namibia by Namibians. Namibia is our home and we drive for growth. How can the community get involved in the Buy a Brick initiative is by either playing your part in any initiative that's out there with the name Buy a Brick, either through the fundraising gala dinners that we have annually, the Glow in the Dark run that we have, the Shake Again initiatives, but also by corporates can really engage us by really giving a commitment, a contractual agreement or commitment for the next 2-3 years and really playing their part. This is not just a Standard Bank drive, but this is a Namibian drive. Namibian corporates, I'm inviting you. Either you can play a part by buying a pair of the Gueri Buy a Brick socks. We have the normal cotton version, but we also have the sports versions. For the sports lovers, they can really purchase them. They can run in them, cycle in them, or exercise in them. And by owning a pair of socks, it means that you're playing your part as a community. So a special thank you goes out to the Gueri Vintage team as well for really supporting this initiative by their time and dedication by designing the socks at the best quality ever. So thank you, Gueri Vintage, and thank you to the rest of the corporates that has really donated and played the part, and also to every individual that has been part of this initiative. I thank you.